Welcome back. Today I will be cutting, pinning, plus fitting the pants pattern. For my drafting video, you may recall I tried a new pants pattern from a different channel. But actually all basic pants patterns are the same, just orchestrated in a different manner. So here in this pattern, I drafted the upper pattern differently with the same measurements. Here's the beautiful polyester satin fabric I just love. It sparkles and shimmers so effortlessly. I hate to even cut it, but the jumpsuit has to be made. So snip, snip. In cutting, I learned that you will cut parallel to the arrows, along the grain line or straight grain. So during my understanding on how to cut on my pattern fabric, I didn't realize I wasn't cutting on fold until I started snipping away. So you will see me cut the front pattern twice. So you ask, does it really matter? Cutting on fold or not? Well, actually no, but if you want to work less and get the job done in one chop, in cutting, you already have to cut the lining separate from the fabric, so cutting on fold saves you time. But it would not change the design if you choose not to. Just be mindful of your grain line and arrows. So you ask, why is it important to cut parallel to the grain line? Well, crazy as it may sound, it could cause your design to be distorted or come up short. Take a dress, for example. Say you're designing a dress at knee length and you have all your correct measurements, but not cutting on the grain line can cause it not to lay or be knee length. Wow, I just learned something new. But not having correct measurements can cause the same thing. So since I have already started cutting out fold, I will continue. The rest of my cutting of my pants the same. Just so no one will wonder why I cut my lining on fold and not my fabric. I really like adding lining even though it's not really necessary. But I like the elegance that it adds to the garment. It makes it look almost store-bought from a boutique. Unbelievable, there are several different types of lining. There's silk, polyester, rayon, satin, and cotton, just to name a few. I'm using 100% polyester, which will make this design easy to maintain. Well, polyester calls for cold water and you may machine wash. Unlike silk satin, you can only dry clean. Be mindful also that your lining matches your fabric, just in case you're going for machine wash. As I shop for my fabric, then come home, and do some research on how to cut on the fabric. I learned so much. I'm working my way up to denim. Oh yes, I made a note to myself. When you're not cutting on fold and you're working with a pattern fabric, you must flip the drafted pattern to get the opposite leg. I ended up with the same leg, but this is only if you do not cut on fold. So back to denim, I heard it was difficult to work with. You have your lights, mediums, and your heavy denims. And depending on the type of denim you're working with, will determine the needle size. Yes, the needle will matter. Heavy denim will snap your little needle into bits. Moving over to the fitting room. Where the heck is the front? How did I miss this up? I must not been cutting on the grain. I'm missing the front half of my crotch. This makes no sense. Come on, y'all. Back to the drafting table. Stay tuned.